Hi there, it's Tim with Far North Magic. Today I just wanted to take a quick look at the Festival in a Box Las Vegas 2023 edition. This one's a bit different from the ones they've done in the past with a mix of commander decks and draft boxes that nobody wanted, and then just draft boxes nobody wanted, and then commander decks and draft boxes that not many people wanted. So you have your standard $249 price, which is pretty standard. You have your countdown. So this is going to be available on the 14th of September, I think at noon. So they do say it's limited, and there is a limit of 3. So I'm almost wondering if it is actually going to be limited, because the secret lair that's with this is a pretty solid one. I feel a lot better than some of the other ones, like the kitties, and the kitties is like performed pretty well, but that might just be because people love kitties. So this one has your standard mystery booster, convention box, and then it has a pretty solid secret lair with 2 Moxes, a Mox Opal and Mox Tantalite, and a Soul Ring. And then there's also a Relentless Rats. And then also the other product in this is 24-pack Chaos Draft. So overall, I feel that the Chaos Draft is a weaker item than some of the other boxes or commander decks that they've put in these Festival in a boxes. But I feel the secret lair is going to be a bit stronger, as long as they haven't printed like a million of these, which is hard to tell because like the secret lair decks they said were limited and they didn't sell out right away. I thought, okay, they're going to sell out right away. The Cute to Brute one didn't sell out. It took a few days. And even the Angel one took many days. It took a lot longer than I was expecting. I was expecting that one to sell out very fast. Well, like maybe one day or something. But I do find it interesting that they're doing these limited things, and then they don't bother telling us how many there are, and then like that leads me to not even wanting to bother, actually, personally. So, it is interesting that they're making us pay on the 14th, starting the 14th, and they're not shipping out till the 6th. So they're holding our money for 7 or 8 weeks. So I almost wonder if it's limited stock, but they're going to be, if they get a lot of orders, they'll just make extras. I almost fear that in a way, just because to me, with that much lead time, it wouldn't take that much effort to get that to happen. So I guess we'll just have to see how fast it sells out. They're letting us buy up to 3. So not 1 per person. Not that limited, I guess. So there is, as I said, the Relentless Rats non-foil secret lair promo. That is an interesting card. Interesting looking. And then there is also the Dan Fraser Mox Tantalite on the left, Mox Opal in the middle, and then the Sol Ring on the right. And then also your standard Mystery Booster Convention box, and then also a Chaos Draft. So the Mystery Booster box actually kind of surprises me where it's at. It is still holding up at 182. A lot of the other boxes in the specialty area have like come down just as much. Like your Conspiracies, your Battle Bond, a lot of your master sets. A lot of those boxes have come down 15 to 25%. At least the last time I looked, and that was a week or two ago for some of them. So I do find it interesting that this is only down, well, it's down to almost 20%. But it's also the one with the most like constant streamed out supply. And I'm wondering if that's partly just because this is probably the easiest place to get Mana Crypt at this point. You're gonna get Mana Crypt every like 5 boxes roughly, because every card's on a sheet. That's 121 cards, and each slot in a pack has its own sheet. So you get a crypt every 121 packs. But the problem with this set is it is not good for just ripping for value anymore, because a lot of the key cards have got hit. Mana Crypts escaped being reprinted. I'm pretty sure they took the Rhystic Study out of this version because it's got the Therese Nielsen art. But your next big hitters, like your Tutor, your Teferi's Protection, they got hit on reprints. Your Lotus Petal have got hit with a store etched version reprint. Like some of them have escaped. Like I don't think Recruiter got hit, or Expropriate. Even this Torment of Hellfire, I imagine, escaped. But like Bloom Tender, Perf Gross, Elesh Norn, a lot of these Defense of the Heart was a really solid card to open as well. Savala was really solid. You've got a lot more cards that are a lot less. Like on like the second sheet, you have like Aetherflux got hit in Brothers War, Hive Lord got hit in the Sliver deck, Sword of the Animist got hit a couple times, Pathway Razor was in the Eldrazi deck, I'm pretty sure. Grasp of Faith was hit on Planeswalker deck, but also the Enchanted Tales. So you got a number of cards that have got hit at least one solid time, if not multiple times. The Birds, the All Is Dust, Lightning Greaves. I was surprised that Jiki was so low in this, but so overall, I think Mystery Booster is a very solid box to draft. Have some fun, and it's a Mana Crypt lottery now, because the Mana Crypt will pay for your box, and you have about a little under a 20% chance of hitting. But even if this drops down to similar price here, maybe even a little lower, it'll still be 160, around 160. So that's a really solid amount towards your 250 if you're looking for a Mystery Booster box. Next up is, I looked at the cards in the Dan Fraser layer. So I figure the Mox Tantalite will probably be a little more expensive than this Mox, the regular original Mox Tantalite, but it's only like $5. So that's not really exciting. We have Sol Ring. There is like 100 versions of Sol Ring, but I figured I'd look at the other Secret Lair versions. They are like $12 to $15. I don't know if this would be more limited. It would probably have more appeal to people. So maybe the Sol Ring would be $20. That could be a. But like there is a Secret Lair. Well, not a Secret Lair, but there's a store promo that was retro framed foil, $5. So it could be like $5 to $15. It could be $20. I don't know. I figure it won't be too crazy, but I also figure it might be in that like $10 range, or 10 to 20 range maybe. Maybe I'm just overvaluing it. And then we got the Opal. And I figure it will be in this like $70-ish range. Maybe a little more. Maybe $80. For the early adopters, and then it will probably drift down to similar prices as these. And part of the reason why I look at that is Dan Fraser did the Countdown kit, Chrome Mox, and it is all the market prices on Chrome Mox for non-premium versions are $66 and change, and the same with this one. So I figure the Opal will probably be around the similar price, and so that would still make that layer being like in that 80, well, that 90, 80, 90, I don't know, $100 range probably for the layer. I forgot to look up what Relentless Rats is going for. I don't think it would be going for a huge amount, as they've reprinted Relentless Rats a few times. And by a few, I mean many. It is a solid card, but it's one of those cards where it's always a bit expensive, but it never gets too crazy, I find. So then the other part in this layer, and I would say it's the weakest part of the layer, is the Chaos Draft portion, because it wasn't a full-on 24 different packs, and you only have 4 good packs, and you have a bunch of packs that are kind of in that group of packs that you kind of don't want. So you have 1 Dominaria Remastered, 3 Modern Horizons 2, 1 Dom U, 1 Bro, 2 Streets, 4 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, 3 Wilds, 4 March of the Machine, 1 Phyrexial will be 1, 2 Crimson Vow, and 2 Midnight Hunt. So I would put that about maybe like $60-$70 maybe. It's only 24 packs. You have 4 packs that are good, and some of the rest of the 20 you just wouldn't want unless you're doing Chaos Draft, which is fine. That's a good use of the packs, but I guess that's a cheap draft night, but beyond that, it's not really that good. I kind of look at the mystery boosters also that way. With all the reprints, it's now, you can't really rip it for value unless you get lucky and hit a Mana Crypt, but this is how it is at this point. Very hard to rip anything for value. And, like, that shouldn't be your first reason for playing and ripping anyways. So, for me, it seems like a solid festival in a box. Is it the best one? I would say no. But I do like the Secret Lair cards. And on some level, I kind of want to get another mystery booster box. So I might take a look at this. And I might order, I don't know. I guess I'll have to see how bad the exchange rate is for me. And then decide if I just want to buy the singles and not get bludgeoned by the exchange rate and the tax. But I do think it's a decent value. Could the Chaos Draft be better? It certainly could, but it is Wizards, so they gotta get rid of some of these packs somehow. I guess another thing is do I want my money tied up that long? And consideration of if I was in the States, consideration of Amazon drops would be a lot higher than it is for me being in Canada, because the Amazon drops aren't really, once you pay your taxes, the exchange, all the shipping, you just get bludgeoned to death, and it's not much of a savings. So for people who have access to Amazon dumps or potential Amazon dumps, it might just be worth waiting to spend your money on those instead. But I guess my question is are you going to look at buying a Festival in a Box Las Vegas 2023 edition? And I guess just have a good rest of your day. Take care. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.